Hi, greetings from the Pacific Northwest. Bo here. Got a weird mix of a video for you. There's going to be some vinyl finds from the record store. Stopped at a new thrift store in the area. Got something kind of cool there. I think I said record store. I got some BCLT from Matt Sands over. Matt's got a cool channel. Matt's got the radio show. Matt also has a record store now. And I made an online purchase from his store too. So let's get to it, shall we? I'll start with the stuff I got at Rainy Day. Um, all this stuff I got at Rainy Day is more of kind of a world music, easy listening kind of vibe. Maybe got a little bit of a slight jazz feel. But this is Getson Gilberto. This is the one that's got the girl from Ipanema on it. You know, if you're familiar with the television program Mad Men, this is the kind of music that they played a lot on there. It's on Verve Forecast. Got that. And that's, I believe, is it his wife or his sister? I don't know. I don't know enough about the group themselves. But this is Astrid Gilberto. I know she did quite a bit of singing, and I don't know if they were husband, wife, brother, sister, what. But anyhow, got that, and then I also got this. This one's not in a envelope, so I'll open it up here. It's on Verve Forecast. This is Gets Gilberto #2. This is recorded live at Carnegie Hall. I'm really enjoying this kind of, I call it they call it world music or mood music. Mood music's a much better term for it. Easy listening. It's real nice to just put it on, very pleasant to listen to in the background. Also grabbed this, little Peggy March. And she became an adult, and it was just Peg, I think. But she, just singer-songwriter kind of fare on RCA Victor. And this is a DJ copy. This is Paige Clara. This is more. I wasn't familiar, so it's more something I took a shot on. But this turns out it's more blue-eyed soul kind of stuff. This is from the very early '70s, I think. It's not bad, but for what I paid for it, I probably paid too much. It's on MGM. And then there's a new thrift store in the area, and I went there and I bought a whole bunch of what I would call basically trade material stuff because the records are all $1 and they're in really good shape. A lot of '60s records that I know, if I take them to my record store, they'll give me $2 a piece for them. So flip for trade credit basically is what it is. So I bought a whole bunch of those, but there was one that was really interesting. Grab this. This is sealed. This is a sealed promo copy. This is Signals Through the Glass by Jon Stewart and Buffy Ford. And this is, like I said, it's a promo, and it's still sealed. And it turns out that this gentleman, Jon Stewart, had been in a folk group with the actor Tim Robbins with his dad, and had later gone on to, when somebody had left the Kingston Trio, he was in the Kingston Trio from '61 to '67. He also wrote, I believe, Daydream Believer for the Monkees. And Buffy Ford later became his wife. When they went in together, they weren't, he decided that the folk kind of music of the Kingston Trio era was kind of dead. So he decided, well, I'm going to get into this man-woman singer-songwriter kind of stuff that seemed to be kind of popular there in the latter half of the '60s. And so he approached Buffy Ford. Buffy Ford was being considered to replace Singy Tully Anderson. Had just left the Jefferson Airplane, and she was being considered for that. They ended up not settling, but they went with Grace Slick, and so she ends up with Jon Stewart. And this is described as psychedelic folk. I have not opened it. I have listened to it on YouTube. This is really good. It's kind of trippy. I mean, this is true psychedelic folk record. And so part of me kind of wants to leave it sealed because, it's a pretty cool find. I have access to it through YouTube, but we'll see. Because I like to play the records. Okay, now, this was an online purchase through Matt Sands, my good friend. He has a store now, and this is, of course, Song Cycle, which is the Van Dyke Parks record. Van Dyke Parks, pretty much known for being like a Wrecking Crew type piano player, singer-songwriter guy. He'd been working with Brian Wilson on the famous Smile record that never got recorded. He was doing some of the lyrics for that. This is considered pretty avant-garde for its time. A lot of ragtime music, some folk intonations in this. This is not This is not an original. I don't know. This is a very early reissue because it's. I think originals are on the gold Warner Brothers. This is on the green. So, but you know, for the price, I didn't spend too much on it. So, but I've been told that this takes a while to get into this. I haven't played it yet, but I'm really looking forward to it because I know of its reputation. So that's pretty cool. And then Matt also sent me some VCLT. So this one, this is Andy Swirling. This is on Kama Sutra. I played this. This is also described as psychedelic folk. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool record. Spiders in the Night, I think, is the most well-known song off that. There's the Kama Sutra label. And then finally, and this is way too generous of Matt, this is very cool. This is Fillmore Lincoln. Now, Fillmore Lincoln, there's Yardbirds' rumored involvement in this, and I think the only real involvement, I mean, a lot of people said that the backup band in this was, because it's on Epic, as the Yardbirds were. So a lot of people thought that, well, you know, the Yardbirds had some musical involvement. I don't believe that they did. I know Rick Barnes out there, he's a big Yardbirds enthusiast. Doesn't believe that's the case either. But I think the only involvement is Chris Drasia may have taken this, who had been the rhythm guitar player and bass player for the Yardbirds, had taken, I believe it was either this picture or this picture. I believe it's this picture. Or it might even been the picture for the inner sleeve, which I don't have the original inner sleeve, so it could be that. But he did a photograph that was included with his records. I think that's the all of the Yardbird involvement. This is some pretty cool stuff too. Fillmore Lincoln, hard to find record, very generous of Matt. Anyhow, so that's it. So my vinyl finds and my VCLT, and I've still got fighting a bit of a cold. It's kind of been going around. It's not cold. It was pretty pretty nasty illness. So pardon my voice. Oh, and I said too that if I ever hit the plateau of 400 subscribers, that I do a contest. And I have 407 now, so I guess I'm going to have to figure out a contest to do. I know the last one I did kind of created some controversies that was not my intent. So some bad feelings, some hurt feelings were felt out there. So we'll have to do something super simple, super easy. You know, I'll come up with something here in the next few weeks. We'll do some more vinyl finds, and we'll put forth a contest, as it were. Anyhow, we'll see you next time. Bye.